Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Super South Conference on CBS as we are watching two top 25 teams duke it out within one of the best conferences in college football. The Chattanooga Tech Fighting Bass coming in ranked number 11 in the nation, going on the road to play against the number 22 team in the nation and the University of Alabama Hoover. Both teams losing their previous game from the past week and are looking to get back on track here. We'll see who's able to get back on track and who will have won their first losing streaks of the season in this inaugural year of the ACSA. Should be a good one, so if you're excited about today's ACSA primetime action, do me a favor and please smash that like button as well as hit subscribe if you have to be new. Now let's go ahead and get into these game action between these two Super South squads. So Chattanooga Tech will start out with the football to begin this ball game, as it looks like Tyler Hennessy is ready to drop back and pass. No, it's going to be a quarterback run up the middle and somehow gets through some defenders to get a 7 yards. So definitely didn't see that coming, as Tyler Hennessy off to a decent start, able to pick up 7 yards on the play, as they do end up picking up a first down subsequently. But can the drive continue? UAH does have a really good defense. You got a 3rd and 6 here. Got to make sure your drives don't stall here against this defense. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happens, trying to go up the middle with Decker, which is well short of the marker though, as UAH set to take over on the 16-yard line. But Xavier Toback originally gets back up, but then is brought back down though, and fumbles the football. So a very strange play here in Maximum Football 2020 as a whole. But as a result of that, Chattanooga Tech actually gets the ball back, as they are within the red zone to begin this drive. We'll see if they can finish though, as Decker takes them inside the 10-yard line for a first down already for the Fighting Bass. We'll see if they'll be the first team on the board, as Hennessy dropping back, going over the middle, finds a man in Pope and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Chattanooga Tech. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, taking advantage of the turnover and able to turn it into 7 points. So now the Fighting Bass have a 7-0 lead, but the Panthers do have the football, and they look to strike back quickly as Quinn is able to beat the defense downfield. Nice throw and catch from Xavier Toback to Robert Quinn, and that immediately ties this game 7 apiece. And you know, the Super South may be known for its defense within the conference, but these offenses can do something too in conference play, man. Can't ride off the offenses for sure. As now Chattanooga Tech will be looking to try and respond. We'll see if they can get the job done though, as they do get a 1st and 10 down on that play. We'll see if it will continue though, as Hennessy will drop back, try to throw it across the left-hand side, but throws an interception. Johnson reads it and subsequently gives it to the Panthers, but unfortunately they went 3 and out and couldn't do anything with it. So we'll go into later on in this first quarter. The Panthers have the football again. We'll see if they'll have better luck this time around. Again, they went 3 and out the last time out. We'll see if they can get a first down here, and that will help the cause. That's a lot more than a first down. A huge play up the center of the field that takes them to midfield. Is now 1st and 10. Toback broken over in the middle once again. Go try to throw it deep, but it's incomplete. Almost intercepted, actually. Very lucky that it wasn't, as they'll try again on 3rd and 9. Trying to go over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ball was not thrown in a good spot, as it's the end of the first quarter already, and it's all tied up at 7 apiece. And now the Panthers coming at it again here in the second quarter, trying to get something going with their offense, but besides that long play, they haven't been able to do too much in terms of offensive performance in this game. We'll see if that changes here in the second quarter, as Toback will toss it out to the right-hand side to Johnson, who's able to pick up the first down, and one of the Chattanooga Tech defenders actually gets hurt as well. Is now 2nd and 10. Toback looking around, going to try to throw over the left-hand side, but decides to scramble instead. and nearly picks up the first down himself. The Panthers got themselves a little bit of a drive going here. One more first down should get him into effective field goal range. As Toback in the shotgun, gonna drop back and pass. Has to throw it over the middle. He's trying to go deep, but it's incomplete. Batted away at the last second. And because it's outside of effective field goal range, they had to punt the ball away. And so the Fighting Bats coming back again with a solid possession on their hands. We'll see if they can take the lead back once again. They had the lead early in the first quarter, but then gave it up on the very next drive. We'll see if they seize it here. Hennessy dropping back, going to the right-hand side. Had a man, but it's thrown too high, though. Incomplete. It's now Tyler Hennessy will drop back again on 2nd and 10, going over the left-hand side. It's still incomplete. Almost had a second interception, too, but at least it was dropped. Now they'll try one more time, 3rd and 10, going over the middle, but it's overthrown. So Tyler Hennessy and company having a little bit of trouble getting their offense going as well. You know, kind of a mix of these defenses playing extremely well, and then the offenses just also not having that great of a performance either. You know, which is why we're getting ourselves this little low-scoring game right now. At least that's what I think. As now, 1st and 10. Toback dropping back, going over the middle, tries to force it in there, but it's overthrown again. As they'll just go back to the running game, try to get something going here. Offense is just having a hard time getting much going on this, in this football game. It's now 3rd and 5 here. Toback in the shotgun, ready to hand it off over to Johnson, trying to find the running space. Trying to get cute on offense a little bit, but it doesn't work at all. Another punt for the Panthers. As both teams are just going back and forth right now, man. Both of them kind of feeling each other out. Not really doing much of anything at this moment. As we have another 3rd and long for Tyler Hennessy and company. As they'll try to go to the left-hand side. That's incomplete as well. A miscommunication there. So yeah, definitely both teams feeling each other out. Trying to get into the flow of things, but there's just not much flow to this game right now, unfortunately. As Toback will try to get something going, he gets to Quinn, who has the only touchdown for the Panthers. A very quick defender, Robert Quinn, able to get them to about midfield. We'll see if they can capitalize, though, as they got 2nd and 12. Toback forces scramble, throws it at the last second, nearly gets sacked. Was able to avoid the pressure, but it's still incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up for the Panthers, though. As Toback's in the shotgun, he's going to go ahead and drop back and pass. Going to try to throw it to the right-hand side, but it's incomplete. Another punt. Once again for these guys. As neither team able to take control of this game right now. We'll see if that'll still be the case here with 3 minutes left. As Johnson actually catches it off the deflection for the first down as well. Pretty nifty play right there. Way to stay aware of what's going on around you. But can Chattanooga Tech get across midfield, though? Ever since their first drive, they haven't been able to do that, and they're going to have to wait a little longer. As they go punt this ball away, they go into the locker room. Still only tied up at 7 apiece as well. Very close game that we got going on here right now. Either team could still win this, but the offenses have to show out here, because it just has not been pretty so far in this first half of play. As Xavier Toback is able to get outside the pocket and scramble. You know, if it's not really working with the arm, at least get something done with the legs. That's why you gotta love those dual threat quarterbacks. As we do have a 3rd and short here. Toback in the shotgun, moving some guys around, trying to think he sees something. We'll see if his eyes do not deceive him. As Toback will drop back again, going to try to launch this thing deep. He's got a man, though. He's got Jordan. And if Jordan didn't step out of bounds, that could have been a touchdown right there. He was all alone, but couldn't keep himself in bounds, though. And instead, the Panthers now facing 3rd and long. Might have to settle for a field goal if they don't get this first down right here. As Toback will go ahead and take the snap from shotgun. Looking around, makes a man miss. Gonna try to run for the first down, and they're gonna mark him just shy, though. So a good attempt, but Xavier and Toback does not reach the first down marker. But the Panthers do, at the very least, able to add a field goal to their score. So the Panthers have the lead now for the very first time today, up 10-7. Again, a very defensive-minded battle here in the Super South Conference. Is now 1st and 10. Hennessy going over to the left-hand side, throws it to Hivo. Just simply had too much heat on that pass as they face another 3rd and long coming up here. Hennessy going to try to go ahead and pick up the first down here. As now Hennessy dropping back, going over to the right-hand side, gets it to Brunson, but it's well short of the marker though. And so once again, the Fighting Bass do have to settle for another punt. Both teams kind of just going back and forth right now. Not too much happening, you know, at this moment besides the field goal by the Panthers here in the second half. We'll see if UAH can add to this lead though, as there's a first down right there, able to get it to Jordan. Nice catch too. Had to leap up and grab it. Is now 1st and 10. Toback going over the middle, gets it to Jordan for the second time of this drive, and also gets his second first down of the drive as well. But we're facing an opportunity to get these guys off the field though. 3rd and long for the Panthers. Toback under center, going to drop back and pass, so gets it to Quinn. And it's a first down for UAH. Another one, as DJ Khaled would always say. Is now 1st and 10. Once again, going to the left-hand side, trying to throw it, but Toback just not on target for the most part today. As luckily the running game is starting to pick itself up a little bit, but at some point, you know, gotta get some positive yards with the pass, because it hasn't necessarily happened today. As Toback is under shotgun, 3rd and 5 coming up here. Toback gonna go ahead and drop back and pass, so he's looking, he's got plenty of time. He's gonna throw it over to that right hand side, gets it to Jordan for the 3rd time of this drive. But a few plays later, facing another 3rd down. Toback needing to make a play again, going to try to go for it, although, but it's incomplete. Deflected away at the last second. And so while they had the punt, they did at least force a 3 and out from Chattanooga Tech. So the Panthers do have the football once again. We'll see if they can at least put together another methodical drive, as Toback will try to throw to the left-hand side. Kaufman catches it off the deflection as well. These receivers, man, showing a lot of awareness, and you love to see that from your receiving core as they try to throw again, but it's incomplete though. So now the Panthers facing 2nd and 10. Toback dropping back to pass. He's looking around, going to make a man miss. See if he can make a second man, but he gets lit up like a Christmas tree. Able to pick up some good yards though before going into the end of his 3rd quarter of play. We'll see if the Panthers can get themselves back on track, or will Chattanooga Tech improve to 7-1. So here we go, man. 4th quarter of play officially underway. Johnson going to try to run, but he's going to end up going backwards, try to bounce it outside. So not great awareness at all. Gotta go north and south instead of west and east. So a lot of wasted time there, which means they had to punt the football back. And so Decker and company are back out on the field. Chattanooga Tech looking to tie this game at the very least, as we actually have the backup quarterback in. Tyler Hennessy off screen got hurt, so we get a little bit of a look at the backup quarterback. Parker not doing that bad of a job though, able to pick up some yards. We'll see how he is with passing though, as he actually gets completion over to Pope, who gets him across the 45-yard line. So hey, this backup quarterback not looking too bad, but Tyler Hennessy is back out on the field once again. Going to Decker, and Decker gets him across the 30-yard line. Another first down for the Fighting Bass, as our ineffective field goal range, but I'm sure they're thinking about 6, but that's not going to help. A bad sack taken by Tyler Hennessy, and so 3rd and 15 now for the Fighting Bass. Need a play from Tyler Hennessy and company. We'll see if it happens, as Hennessy will drop back to pass. He's got a clean pocket, but nearly throws an interception though. The drive stalls, but the kicker, they believed in the kicker and actually made the field goal off screen. So game now tied up at 10 apiece now. We'll see how the Panthers can respond, and that's going to help. Jordan with a big catch down at the 40-yard line, and the Panthers, they're moving and grooving once again. We'll see if they can add some more points and retake the lead once again. Is now 3rd and 2 coming up, moving some guys at the line of scrimmage though. Xavier Toback ready to take the snap, going to try to go up midfield, tries to get to one of his favorite receivers, but again, incomplete. But they do tack on another field goal, as now there's only 4 minutes left in this game. Chattanooga Tech on a drive. We'll see if they can respond though. It's 3rd and 6 going to Sellers, who does not sell out on them and nearly gets to the red zone actually. Nice play for the Fighting Bass, as they are now in good range, as Hennessy will go over the middle to Johnson. That's a 1st down for Chattanooga Tech. Maybe they're not thinking about a field goal. They're thinking about, taking the lead here, as Hennessy will try to run it in there, but he fumbles the football on the 1-yard line, and the Panthers recover. So what a clutch play by the defense to get yourself a goal line stand via the fumble. And now with only 2 minutes left, 3rd and 3 here, all the Panthers have to do is run out this clock, and they're going to be able to escape and improve at the same time to 6 and 2 here in this inaugural season of the ACSA in Maximum Football 2020. Toback though actually deciding to pass, but it works out for him as Alves gets his first catch of the day. They probably shouldn't have passed it, but hey, it works for them though. They're still able to run some time off the clock before Chattanooga Tech begins using their timeouts. They're probably going to be using their 2nd timeout here, and they will. So now Chattanooga Tech without any more timeouts. Toback though takes a sack, and so here we go. No timeouts, 1 minute left. Can Tyler Hennessy put together a drive to potentially win this game? They're already on the 40-yard line. Hennessy going over the middle. It's incomplete though. So a 2nd and 10 coming up. Tyler Hennessy and company forced to throw. It was forced out of the pocket like he was right there. A 7-yard gain though, but clock is still ticking because they do not have any more timeouts left to work with. And they're not exactly rushing either, which is a little puzzling. It's now 3rd and 3. UAH brings the blitz, but they answer well though. Simon gets them across the 40-yard line. They are now in field goal range. It's now 1st and 10 again. Hennessy looking around, going to try to throw it to the right-hand side, but it's incomplete though. That does at least stop the clock. I guess they're going to try to get it a little bit closer, but they run the football though, and that's how this game ends, right there. So we just witnessed a great defensive battle between the Chattanooga Tech Fighting Bass and the University of Alabama Hoover, but the Panthers will be the team that comes out on top, winning by a final score of 13-10. University of Alabama Hoover getting right back on track, now improving to 6 and 2 on the season. Whereas the Chattanooga Tech Fighting Bass, while starting off 6 and 0 on this inaugural season, they have now lost 2 consecutive matchups. It's going to be interesting to see how far they fall into the polls, as well as if University of Alabama Hoover can remain in the top 25, and if so, how far up do they go? But in the meantime, next episode will be the preview leading up to week 9, as we're closing in on now 2/3 of the regular season done for the ACSA. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed today's ACSA action, do me a favor and please smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you do happen to be brand new. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, hoping that you guys are all out here having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.